Hello, I am Jamie Scriven and I am the Youth Support Participation Officer for Merthyr Tydfil. I would like to introduce you to the candidates for Deputy Youth Mayor for 2017-18. Now is your chance to have a say in a vote for the person you think should be the next Deputy Youth Mayor. You have an important role to play, so it's nice and important to make sure that you use that vote wisely. Now just to let you know, your vote is confidential and you need to vote for the person you think is best to represent you. This is an opportunity to make a difference for the things that affect you. Remember, you can only vote for one person and you must watch the candidates very carefully and make sure that you're making your vote count for the right reasons.
Hello, I'm Ryan Crowley and I'm running for the position of Youth Mayor of Merthyr Tydfil. The reason that I've decided to run for this position is because I've lived in Merthyr all of my life. I'm a former student of Cyfarthfa High School and the college. And I know that there is something very exciting happening in Merthyr today. The age of coal and steel and iron has passed, and it's made way for a new era of technology and knowledge. And with that, there are now more opportunities for the young people of Merthyr Tydfil today than there ever have been before, and they are more easily accessed. But of course, with any bright future, there are obviously going to be challenges. And these are the challenges that are going to make up my pledges. My first pledge as Youth Mayor is a broad one. It involves the environment. With the effects of global climate change beginning to take effect, we as young people need to take a stand to push and fight to make sure that the policies to protect us from climate change are passed, for we are the first generation that are going to feel these effects. We can also band together as a community to make sure that Merthyr Tydfil remains as clean and pristine as it always has been and always should be. My second pledge is that we as young people need to be aware of our hospitals and our health workers and the value that they hold. You may be aware that our hospitals are under a lot of pressure today, and that's mainly because of a growth in an unhealthy lifestyle and because of a lack of knowledge of how to use them or when to use them. This is a problem that can be solved through basic education. We can be educated on a healthy lifestyle and how to appreciate our hospitals and our health workers and how to use them properly. And finally, I will make it a priority to make sure that our LGBT students receive the correct treatment, because today, even today, our schools are simply not doing enough to protect lesbian, gay, bisexual and transgender students. This can be a terrible thing because it can lead to mental health issues which can have an awful effect on people in later life. This is a problem that can be easily solved by us all banding together and making sure that schools and other education facilities have the correct procedures in place to deal with the LGBT community. My slogan for my campaign is a simple one: a fresh voice standing up for our future.
Hello, I'm Holly Simmons. I'm 13 years old and I live in Pendrabark. I think I should be Youth Mayor because I'm passionate, hard-working, well-spoken, loyal, a team player and I'm up for a challenge. My campaign message is a few words but life-changing words: believe and achieve. My manifesto is what I believe to be the most important part that I will include in my speech. I feel strongly and passionate about it. My pledge is homelessness. I have chosen this because I have worked with some homeless charities in the past and have a little insight on how sad, lonely and depressing this situation can be. I want to help with homeless shelters, food banks, night shelters and help with advice. I'm passionate about this because this society, no one should be living from day to day with no food or shelter. My second pledge is child poverty. I feel passionate about this because I live in a poor area of Merthyr and see some families suffer with lack of money. and this leaves a long-lasting effect on the children. We do take this for granted. I would like to put in place a drop-in centre for information on money matters, budgeting, healthy eating, and trying to help the parents to return back to work and take a different outlook on life to benefit with a child. Thank you for listening, and I hope you vote for me. Thank you.
Hiya, my name is Caitlin Sutton. I'm in Year 10, I'm 14 years old, and I live in Merthyr Tydfil. I am running for Deputy Youth Mayor of Merthyr Tydfil, and I would like your vote to make this happen. If I get the role of Deputy Youth Mayor, I will make sure that I fulfil my role to its best ability and also champion the ideas of young people throughout this borough. My first pledge is to get more young people in Merthyr Tydfil to volunteer. Volunteering is honestly such a great thing. You get to meet new people, go on free trips and have free food in meetings. But one way I would like to see young people volunteer is with people in care homes and people who are older, people in older generation. Because I think it would be great to see different generations together having fun and helping each other. We could have a cake sale where we raise money for care homes, but overall, I think they just need someone to talk to and someone to share their company with. My second pledge is to help with the food bank in Merthyr Tydfil, because I think there are a lot of people who don't qualify for food bank, but are still poverty poor. I would like to go down and make sure enough food is being donated, because these days you could be working but still need help because all their money goes to bills. This is something quite close to my heart, and I hope I can work on it to make a change in Merthyr Tydfil. My last pledge would be to have a life skills mentor who would talk to young people in Merthyr about the things we don't get taught in school, like managing bills, how to open a bank account, and how to save money. These are probably quite simple things when you know, but we never get told about it. I'm hoping we could do a course that young people go through where someone comes in and teaches you about important life skills, and you get a certificate out of it, and you get to say what you understand and what you've been taught. I would like for you to vote for me because I am very passionate and caring about the ideas that you guys have. I'm very friendly and approachable, and I believe as young people we all have a right and a voice no matter what. I have been volunteering at Empty Boith for almost a year now, and before this I volunteered in Brownies and Guide Scouts. I have had some amazing opportunities with Empty Boith over the year, like meeting with Public Health Wales to make a booklet solely made by young people. I've been on many trips for free to places like Cardiff and Margam Park, and I've had the great opportunity of meeting Michael Sheen and receiving my certificate for 50 hours of volunteering. I'm really committed and I'm always on time. I'm confident enough to speak out for you guys, and I have a lot of ideas of my own that I would love to make happen. My campaign message to you is, you have a right and a voice. Use it. I hope you vote for me, and thank you for listening.
My name is Abby Tasker and I am 14 years old. I am from Greenfield Zool. I want to be your young youth mayor because I want to help other people. I am friendly, good listener. I am kind to everyone. I am creative and I like to support and help people. My campaign message is turn that frown upside down. I pledge to encourage confidence in young people, help have a positive attitude. I pledge to look out for each other and include kindness.
There are over 10,000 young people living in Merthyr Tydfil. That's over 10,000 completely unique individuals, all with a different story to tell. So I would like to begin by telling you mine. Hello, my name is Christian Madchejczyk. I'm 15 years old and I originate from Poland. I moved here in 2007, meaning I essentially grew up in Merthyr Tydfil, and I've been told from a young age to put in 110% to whatever it is you're doing, or else, what is the point? I have very high expectations of myself and of what I do, so I would take the role of youth mayor with the utmost respect and dignity it deserves, meanwhile enjoying every second of it. I would like to think of myself as a kind and welcoming person who can be seen as a pillar to lean on when people need support. The role of youth mayor requires somebody who is understanding, reliable and passionate, and I believe I am that person. The person who people can turn to in times of need. Being a good speaker is a necessity for a representative of the youth, because I feel as if sometimes we are, as a community, we are disregarded, which makes us feel irrelevant, as if no one listens. Well, I would like to change that, for I strongly believe that everybody has that special little something within them. It just needs some encouragement to show the whole world. Personally, I would class myself as a confident and bubbly individual who will stand up for what I believe in. And I believe we all have a voice and we all have a choice. And we need to come together to give young people a say. I volunteer to be that voice. A voice which makes the views and opinions of young people in Merthyr matter. One of the issues I would like to focus on is immigration. Not that immigration is the issue, only to change people's perception on immigration and making them realise that it enriches a community. For I believe the more people you know, the wider your outlook on life. Which is why I would like to host events where we celebrate people's ethnicity and encourage them to be different. For I'm told often to be yourself, because everybody else is already taken. We have all been put on this earth to serve a purpose. So let's do it with all we've got. The event I would like to host would reveal an in-depth look at a nation's heritage and traditions, ranging from food to music to history. People in Merthyr may think immigration is a bad thing. However, I totally disagree. For I strongly believe it adds to the vibrancy of Merthyr Tydfil and enriches the community humongously. My next pledge I would like to make is to help tackle the ongoing issue of homelessness. Just imagine if you were living in the streets. No home, no money, no future, all alone. Well, this is a reality for over 800 people living in Merthyr Tydfil, and I find it mind-boggling that in such an economically developed country such as this one, in the 21st century, we are still seeing people living on the streets. I would do my best to try and help as many people as possible, and I do not mean buying all the homeless a house, only to make their time on the streets more easier until they find their feet to get themselves out of this very tricky situation. One of the ways I would like to help the homeless is not by giving them lots of money, but offer them a chance to talk to someone. Another way I would like to try and help would be by giving out warm food and clothing in the cold winter nights to help them get by. Because sometimes the smallest things make the biggest difference. We all know that one little thing sometimes escalates into a series of bad occurrences, which affects the people of Merthyr more than expected. One of them being homelessness. Because on the streets, the people need something to get them through the day. This may lead to substance abuse, which puts additional strain on the police and the NHS. I believe homelessness is an issue that I would love to engage in more to help those in need get a second chance in life. My final pledge is to raise awareness of human trafficking. I'm sure you are all aware that human trafficking is a major issue across the globe. We all think we know these things happen in other poorer countries / continents. However, it's happening right here, right now. And we're just oblivious to the fact that this injustice is so near to us. But it is. This is why as Deputy Youth Mayor, I would like to raise awareness of the fact that there are millions of young girls being sexually exploited against their wishes. I believe this can be done by going into schools, colleges and workplaces to bring to people's attention that there are young, desperate little girls, yes, little girls, as young as 9 years old, hoping for a miracle that could put an end to their life of suffering. The main thing we can all do is raise awareness. The people are suffering, just so someone, somewhere, can use those defenseless little girls to their own greedy satisfaction. My campaign message is simple. Putting a plan in action to assure your satisfaction. This represents me and what I stand for, because if I say I will do something, I'll do it. And I'll do it to the best of my ability, to make sure my objective is suited to a wide range of people, not a select few, but a plan to improve Merthyr Tydfil and its residents as a whole. I want to leave you today by saying it would be a real privilege and honour to be elected Youth Mayor, for I would work my hardest to ensure the youth have a voice and fight for us all to have a choice. Thank you for listening to my application, and I hope you vote for me for Deputy Youth Mayor.
Hi, I'm Courtney Jones and I'm from Merthyr Tydfil. I run for Youth Mayor to try and help everyone in Merthyr, no matter what way or form. My campaign message is help the many, not the few, which really means to try and help as many people as possible. My first pledge is to try and stop people treating children who are not that fortunate in life in a bad way and bullying them. I've experienced with that because I have a sister who's disabled and she often gets bullied, which I don't think that's fair. My second pledge is try and help people who find school an everyday struggle. My third pledge is to try and get everyone to look after their community. Thanks for listening. Goodbye and please vote for me.
Hello, I'm Caitlin O'Connor, I'm 12 years old and I'm from Merthyr Tydfil. I should be Youth Mayor because I have qualities a Youth Mayor needs, such as leadership. I go to Guides and this helps develop my leadership skills, and as patrol leader last year in Guides. I am also very committed, and an example of this is that I've been going to the different stages of Guides for over 6 years, and right now, instead of being in drama, I'm in my drama class. I'm here filming the video. Being in Guides has also taught me how to put forward ideas, be creative, and project my voice. I have good confidence because I go to an evening drama class, which helps me, which has helped me to be assertive for myself and others. My promises for you are to incorporate more education in secondary schools about essential life skills for later life, such as mortgages, taxes and insurance, and just overall more understanding on financial matters. My second pledge is to have more safe places around Merthyr, because right now there's not many. Article 31 states that every child has the right to rest, play, and leisure. To engage in play and recreational activities appropriate to the age of the child, and to participate freely in cultural life and the arts, according to UNICEF. This article is not being followed everywhere, as in where I live. I live in a hill and only at the very top there's one park, and I wouldn't really call it a park. It's only got one set of swings. My last pledge is to create broadcast teams in schools, to create weekly broadcasts, which would be about 90 seconds long, and this will include achievements, clearing up any confusion that has been caused in the last week, announcements and just overall news. My campaign message is design your future. Please vote for me, as I believe I would be a very good and very understanding youth mayor, and I would protect your voice.
My name is Caitlin McCarthy. I'm in Year 9 and I'm 13. I've always lived in Merthyr alongside my family, and I'm proud of where I come from. I have thought hard about the possibility of becoming youth mayor of Merthyr Tydfil, and I think it's vital as a young person in Merthyr to get involved and have a voice. I believe I possess the qualities, drive and dedication to make a positive impact should I be given the chance to speak for the younger generation in Merthyr. I consider the role to be of great importance and the opportunity to support, encourage and make a difference for others. It requires the ability to talk to others alongside the drive to make changes and complete the tasks I am given. I have varied interests that I believe will equip me with the skills required to be the best candidate for the role. Performing arts has given me the confidence to talk to other people, also people in authority. I have also been a Girl Guide since I was 5, and I will be starting my Baden Powell next April. A Baden Powell is an award for charity work, group work and organisation work. I have a strong work ethic. This year, me and one of the girls organised a whole school fundraiser for a very well-known Valleys girl, Mia. For those of you who don't know Mia was diagnosed with neuroblastoma, a rare form of children's cancer, when she was 4. So me and my friend came up with the rainbow pin badges to help raise money for Mia to get to America. We sold over 2,300 bows, which helped us raise over £2,300 for Mia's charity. For this, we were awarded the Mendicants Charity Shield 2016-17, which is something me and her are very proud of. My campaign slogan is, "Everyone is equal, treat others how you wish to be treated." This may be a very old quote, but it is a very important message. We aren't all of the same race, religion, ability. We don't all have the same talent or look the same, but who said one person is better than another? We all share the same rights, respect and opportunity. This brings me on to my pledges. Bullying. Bullying affects many different people in many different ways. It can last weeks or years. It can be verbal, physical or now online. Bullying is something that needs to be brought to attention but never accepted. Children with autism, delays or any other disabilities. I think more needs to be set up in Merthyr for the children with these disabilities. For children to get involved, there's plenty for other children to get involved in, so why not more for these? Homelessness. It's hard to believe that today, children and adults can't afford the basic essentials, such as food, clothes and a roof over their heads. I would like to help provide basics for those less fortunate than I by supporting local food banks and homeless charities. Thank you for taking the time to listen to my campaign message. This is why I believe I should become Youth Mayor of Merthyr Tydfil.
I'm Cian Handley and I live in Pendarn. I am an active member of the Royal Air Force Cadet. I should be Youth Mayor because a lot of politicians promise things they cannot deliver, but I will always do my best to act on my word. I will put the needs of others before myself, as I want to help as many of my peers as I can, whether that's 2 people or 2,000 people. My pledges are, for Pledge 1, first aid education for all young people in schools across Wales. Pledge 2, life skills should be taught in schools, such as tax, rent, credit card, mortgages and loans. Pledge 3, help for those with special needs. My little brother Kiefer is autistic, and I know the challenges he faces now and in the future will be high. So I want to make sure that those with additional needs receive the support and opportunities that they deserve. I think that will make me an excellent Youth Mayor. Please vote for me.
Hello, I am Eve Davis and I am from Merthyr Tydfil. I should be Youth Mayor because changes need to be made. This is why it is important that my campaign message is heard, not ignored. Young people seem to be pushed aside as if they do not matter. However, young people can and will change things, as we are the future generation. We should be spoken to with appreciation and respect about our ideas instead of being spoken to like children. This ties in with my first pledge. There should be more education on money matters, including tax, personal loans and mortgages. And they should possibly have more lectures in school like university. This will prepare us for future life. My second pledge is to have more support for bullying and mental illness, as both of these things can create a negative impact on future life. Plus, more and more people are being bullied. Whether it is online or in real life, action needs to be taken. My third and final pledge is to have the voting age lowered, as it doesn't just affect adults but children's education too. This is why you should vote for me.